This is one of the reclaimed yarn projects. It was my husband's store-bought cardigan before that he didn't wear. I unraveled it, washed and rewound the yarn, and reused it to make something new. I made a rustic raglan pullover. I didn't really plan anything because the construction is very basic. I decided to keep it very simple and do a chain bind off everywhere. I made a swatch that didn't really roll up after washing and drying, so I decided it was safe to do a regular chain bind off. The pullover is worked top down from the neck. The casting on method I used was a provisional method, and while undoing it, I encountered some interesting nuances and decided to upload them on YouTube. For the provisional cast on, I used a 5mm hook, and I also used 5mm needle size for the entire pullover. This is the beginning of the knitting. I secured the ends of the cast on round with a marker, and I'm going to undo it. I will be picking up the stitches from this end. And before I continue, I will undo this knot here. I secured the yarn tail by tying it together with the tail of the provisional cast on row. So I will undo it so it will be easier for me to finish the work here. Because it was worked top down, these are the actual stitches. They look downward. These are the columns of the knit stitches. But I will not pick up those stitches, but I will pick up the stitches from here. This is what appears to be a proper first stitch. I insert my needle back to front into the stitch, so it will sit on the needle knitwise. And I'm undoing the provisional cast on row. It's very easy. Basically, I undid the knot and just pull the yarn like this. This first stitch is a little bit different because now when I undid the portion of the provisional cast on, the yarn tail goes through the stitch. So I'll just secure my needle and pull this yarn tail out of the stitch with an additional needle like this. And then return it onto the needle. And from now on, it's very easy. It's the fun part. I insert my needle back to front into every stitch and undo the provisional stitches one by one, so the pullover stitches are right away positioned knitwise on my needle. And continue like this until the end. This is the end of the cast on round and the last few stitches to pick up. So this is it. I've picked up all the stitches. I will count them now and see if there is any discrepancy. I've counted all the stitches. I have 96 stitches on my needle, and it's the same amount that I was casting on. This number of stitches can be divided by 2 and by 4, so I could do a rib, a 2 by 2 rib or a 1 by 1 rib, but I decided to do a regular chain bind off because I wanted to keep it simple and give it a more rustic look. This to me was the most interesting part. If we look closer, these are the upside down stitches, the columns of the upside down knit stitches with the bridges in between. So now this appears like a proper first knit stitch, but when I looked closer, the yarn tail is coming out of the side of it, so it didn't look right to me. So what I did, I slightly pulled out the yarn tail like that, and then took the yarn tail and just tugged it a little bit, and it looks like that's the proper first knit stitch. So I slipped off the previous stitch and replaced it with the new and improved one, or so I think. That's the look. And then this yarn tail is still sticking out of the wrong place. It's in front of the work. So what I did next, I took my helping needle and just pulled out that yarn tail, bringing it to the back of work like this. And now miraculously it's sitting properly at the back of work, and it looks like a proper knit stitch, and the yarn is in a perfect position, just as if I was working bottom up, not top down. For the pullover I used a 5mm needle, and I will do one round using a 4.5mm needle, just to slightly reduce the diameter of the neck opening. I'm attaching the new yarn with a provisional knot, and bringing it a little bit closer to the bottom of the stitch. And we'll make a full knit stitch round before binding off. I will finish this round and see you at the end. The chain bind off I will do with the same size hook as I did the last round. It's 4.5mm. I insert the hook from left to right into the first stitch, yarn over, pull it out, slightly tighten, then insert into the following stitch again, left to right or knitwise, yarn over, make another chain and pull it through the first stitch and continue. Insert the hook left to right, yarn over, pull out, and pull the stitch through the stitch on the hook. Left to right, yarn over, pull it out, and pull it through the stitch on the hook. And continue until the end of the round. I'm finishing the last couple of stitches. This is the last chain. Now I cut the yarn. I will thread it on a tapestry needle and I will make a jogless joining in a circle. First insert back to front into the last stitch. And then this looks like the first stitch, but I will skip it. I will go into the next one under both loops. So here and then under the second loop as well, like this. Pull the yarn tail through. And then I will return into the previous stitch, front to back. Like that. And pull the yarn tail through. And cotton is not very smooth. I'll carefully pull it through to make a stitch in this area so that the joining looks uninterrupted. And I'm hiding the yarn tail on the other side so I can weave in the yarn ends later. That's it. It's now finished. The edge looks completely jogless. It will hold its shape and it's the rustic look I wanted. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.